Hey everyone, it's Fun Around. My name is Jordan. This video will be for Wednesday's slate, and I'll be honest with you, I took a look at a lot of good hitters who have been hot and really good matchups, but there was almost one thing that pushed me away from almost each and every one of these guys. So I do have two guys that I kind of settled in on, but I will mention the other guys that I was taking a look at and mention the reason why. I'm not making them like the official guys on the screen or anything like that. But I'm going to jump right into it. The first guy I'm going to target is from the Orioles, Zack Efflin, right-handed pitcher, coming off the IL. Last time he pitched was June 28th. On June 28th, he pitched just one inning, gave up 5 hits and 4 earned runs. Game before that, he gave up 10 hits, 6 earned runs in 3 innings. And game before that, 12 hits, 7 earned runs in 5 innings. So in June, he gave up a 396 average overall, was super cold, and now he's coming back off the IL, and he's going up against this Cleveland team that is extremely hot coming out of the break, scoring 8 runs, 8 runs, 8 runs, 10, and then 6 runs. Against left-handed batters, he's giving up a 347 average and a 311 average on the road. So we need a left-handed batter for Cleveland, and that's pretty much their entire lineup. I did consider Jose Ramirez, and the matchup is great there and everything. The one thing that threw me off for Jose Ramirez is in this last game that they played on Tuesday, they walked him 3 times. So I'm not sure if they're going to try to pitch around him because he did hit a home run. So he's kind of a boom or bust play if you want to go for a home run. I'm not sure how many times they're gonna walk him. So I feel like if they have the opportunity just to put him on first base and pitch to the rest of the lineup, they're going to go for it. So the guy right in front of him, they're definitely not going to want to walk because then they're going to have to pitch to Jose Ramirez, is Angel Martinez. He struggled on the year versus right-handed pitching, hitting 216, but he has really heated up this year. He's a switch hitter, so he'll be on the left-hand side. His better side is the right-handed side. So if the Orioles switch things up with the bullpen and bring a lefty out to go up against all the left-handed batters the Guardians have, then he's going to switch back to his good side anyway. But out of the All-Star break, he's hitting 458 with 11 hits, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, and 6 runs, with 4 multi-hit games and 4 games where he had a double or better. So since the All-Star break against right-handed pitching, he's hitting 429. So he's on fire against right-handed pitching. In general, he's just on fire. So really like Angel Martinez. The AI has a whole new algorithm now for predicting things. Like it was giving me the formulas and everything, but it gives him a 33% chance for a multi-hit game. So I really like Angel Martinez in that 2 spot where he's batting behind Quan, where you could potentially hit him in for an RBI, and then if he gets a hit and gets on, then you have Jose Ramirez who could potentially knock him in for a run. So if you guys could please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You should put a W there. And I want to shout out both of the exchanges, ProphetX and Novig. You see the maps on the screen. These are exchanges where you're going up against other people, not the books. So they set the lines, or you can set the line and put the liquidity there. And I believe exchanges are kind of going to be the future for definitely these states that have Prizepicks and all that force you to take 2 plays. The exchanges let you single bet and do game lines and all that stuff that you can't do on things like Prizepicks. So promo code FINDAROUND11 on both of them, all caps. I'll put links in the pinned comment. Novig will give you up to 50% off, up to $25, and then ProphetX will give you 2% back, up to $200 for your first 30 days. Both of them pretty much do the same thing, and it's good to have both so you can compare both odds. I did positive EV betting on both of them, and still making money doing that. So this second guy, I went back and forth with multiple guys just to find the second guy, and I finally just settled in on this guy. So Justin Verlander, right-handed pitcher of the Giants. He's 42 years old. He's kind of fading off right now. And I was looking at Matt Olson, left-handed batter. to go up against him. He's coming off a 3-hit game. His history is okay against Verlander, but Verlander, in his prime, the history is not going to look too great for a lot of these guys who have been in the league for a long time. But it's coming off a 3-hit game, and everything looks good. But Verlander does well during day games, and Matt Olson does not do too well during day games. So I shifted over to a guy who does do well during day games. So I like Ronald Acuna Jr. And Verlander this year is giving up a 285 average to right-handed batters and a 316 average on the road. And in July, a 426 average. So not too great there, but like I mentioned, day games 241. So not awful. And Ronald Acuna Jr., right-handed batter. This is going to be a righty on righty matchup. He has been crushing right-handed pitching this year with a 350 average, and at home a 323 average, and for day games a 338 average. So that's what made me pivot over to Ronald Acuna Jr. is his game stays great during day games, where Matt Olson kind of fades off, and it's a real thing. Pitchers kind of get an advantage during day games for whatever reason, the sun out and all that. So since the All-Star break, Acuna is hitting 294 with 5 hits, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and 7 runs. And he's coming off an awful 0-for-4, 3 strikeout game. A lot of the Braves lineup did not do well, except for Matt Olson. But I'm pretty much banking on the history here. It is pretty good. 2 at-bats and 1 hit for a double for a 500 average against Verlander. And I'm banking on that day game average being there for Acuna and him not having 2 bad games in a row. So AI gives him a 50% chance for a multi-hit game and a 50% chance for a run. So if you want to take a look at those. My other leans were Luis Arias and Xander Bogart. So Luis Arias is a left-handed batter, and Bogart is a right-handed batter against Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara actually does worse against right-handed batters, so that's why I was looking at Bogart. But the lefty-to-righty matchup, Luis Arias does really well against right-handed pitching. So I was going back and forth, but then it was just another day game thing where both of them just weren't great during day games, and Alcantara was good during day games, so stay away from them. And then there was Ohtani versus Chris Paddock. Has a really great matchup, but Ohtani has been absolutely just boom or bust coming out of the break. It's like he hits the ball and it's a home run, or he's like striking out and not doing anything. At the time I'm recording this, he's playing and he's basically struck out every single time he's been up the bat. So he's really just boom or bust if you want to put a little bit on a home run. But the 2 guys I'm going to go with are Angel Martinez and Ronald Acuna for a bounce back against a 42-year-old Justin Verlander. If you guys would like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. Hop on in there. Talk about WNBA, talk about baseball, all that good stuff. As far as a recap goes, I had Suarez for another good game, and he hit a home run. And then I had Mason Wynn, where I said he's got a good shot for a extra base hit. And he got a double to start off, and then he just, knocked in 2 extra singles. So he ended up with 3 hits total. So it was a great day there. Hopefully I have another great day here. I'm going to get this edited and get it out to you all. God bless you. It's fun around. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.